Good morning and welcome back to another episode of NexusCraft. Here with me, Blue Nexus Gaming, on Minecraft. I recently played some Apex Legends. I was not exactly all that skilled at it, but I was decent. I was better than most of the new people. Better than most people who had never played the game before, at least. I was crafting a skeleton farm. That's right, because I needed to craft a bunch of bows, to craft a bunch of dispensers. I suppose I craft the bows. I only technically need the spider farm. The rest I could do with string. Let's see, what all do I have available? It has been a few days, therefore I am not exactly, memorized on the contents of my storage. That being said, however, I do believe I am familiar enough with my storage system here to, at the very least, let me retrieve that, to at the very least provide myself some method of proper recognition of construction progress. I remember that I was recovering from the recent loss of my mending effect on my various tools. And apparently I was additionally looking into building up this waterway in order to provide a method of item collection for this skeleton spawner. Okay. From the looks of it, I don't think I need this section here anymore. Nor do I need these stairs anymore, because I have access to a means of item collection which will provide plenty of item collection without the danger. Seeing as I need to place the enemies right about here before pushing them into the kill chamber, I would say that it seems to be working. I just need to finish up the design. Additionally, I kind of need to get this lag under control because this is a lot of lag. I don't know why it's lagging so much, but it is. Okay. So there's that. I have my iron pickaxe returned to me. I believe I wanted more stone. The reason why I wanted more stone was because I was building more stone bricks. Because I can't rely upon the skeletons being harvested properly if there's gravel in the build, especially for flooring, because that gravel could get misplaced and then everything just kind of stops working as well as it should. Okay. Yeah. I could continue playing Fortnite, and Fortnite is, or not Fortnite, Apex Legends. I could continue playing Apex Legends, and Apex Legends is a decent enough game. It just doesn't seem to be my kind of game. Like, I could be doing so much better than just Apex Legends. I could be playing, StarCraft. I could be playing Forts. I could be playing Halo. But, instead I'm playing Apex Legends for whatever reason. And Apex Legends is decent, but it's not my style. It's first-person shooter, which I don't mind, but it's just not my style. I tried it. I, made sure that I even live streamed a little bit of it in order to make sure that I was, making an informed decision about the game and not just judging it based off of looks and how I imagine that the game plays. Instead, I actually, studied how the game plays. Unfortunately, the game is not really my kind of game. It's not my style of game. I prefer a game that actually requires you to think. Maybe actually choose between more than just one tactic. Which is an actual problem that both Fortnite and Apex Legends suffers from is that you can get away with just using one tactic over and over and over. That's the entirety of the game, is you can just do that. And that's fine, but it's not very entertaining, because then it's just more of a meme, really, and it's not as good. It's just not as good. It's not the same, you know? Now I want to craft a few more stone bricks because I don't want to run out. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Because that is the kill chamber. Okay. Therefore, I want signs placed. Oops. Not signs placed here, 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 and here. Because with that being the kill chamber, I don't want that area filled in. Additionally, I would like to place extra signs just to make sure I don't accidentally fill in the flooring. just need, oops, to fill in this part. Which is going to be decently easy because I can very easily fill in all of these water sources to just push everything along over to its appropriately designated area. Okay, I just walk up here, climb up these stairs, which are very makeshift, and then I can go back to filling in this area. Okay, now I need to make it so that this area is properly built up. And in order for me to do that, I need to have a proper amount of basically head clearance. You know, this floor area is okay, however this one needs to go up by one. Or sorry, ceiling area. The roof needs to be elevated. Okay. Now that I've got that, I need to lower the roof by one, starting here. However, since I am including corners, I need to basically fill in the roof all the way out to here. At which point, let's see. So if this became the new roof, then this would go all the way out to the end of the turn. Okay, so it'd go all the way out to, oops, let me collect this again. Go all the way out to there. Right? Yeah. Okay. Got all this stuff planned out. Just need the resources. Yeah, mostly I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this little end section. But until then, I still have plenty of other resources to go through. Plenty of other techniques to try, etc., etc. I'll fill in that section. That way they only have, a straight drop. There was lava here. Okay. That's interesting to know. That's not what I hit. That's what I hit. Go through filling in all of this material with the appropriate material that is supposed to be located in such a position. So much progress, so little time, right? Let's see, I believe next thing I want to do is clean up this section. Okay. Just meander my way over to here. Pick up the items. Now I can just walk up this little half slab slope. Hop up here. Craft a few more stone bricks because I still kind of need a bunch. Fill in this section of ceiling. Now that section appears to be fully built up. I can actually go over here. Making use of my vast reserves of stone currently available to me in order to first off organize some of this inventory that I have, because it's just kind of all over the place. I've gone through a lot of different sections of material in the process of excavating this entire area out. Therefore, I'm currently experiencing a rather odd occurrence in which I want to have a large quantity of materials without needing to basically just constantly store everything on my person. Which is kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I have observers, I have pistons, I have magma blocks. I could easily make some stairs. What I need, however, are these dispensers. These dispensers are going to provide the proper block updates that are needed in order for this thing to be fully functional without the risk of a bunch of monsters escaping from it. Because I need the build to have solid blocks in the walls and the corners, and not just partial. Let me craft up 2 stacks of stone bricks. And that should allow me to fill in a large majority of this section. As you may have noticed, I am very easily navigating my way through the process of just harvesting all of this material. That is because I planned in advance for all of this material to get harvested. Therefore, because I planned in advance for all of this material to be collected, I am finding this material very easy to collect. It's almost like it was planned. I'm joking, of course, it was planned. However, I do need to provide some means of a proper system to contain everything. Which is why I am filling everything in with stone bricks. These stone bricks will guide all of the various skeletons and spiders that appear to their proper location where they can be harvested. And then once they are harvested, they will obviously, they'll be having their resources collected for use in whatever else I want to use their resources for. If I want to use their string in a collection of bows that I want to build, well, then I would. If I wanted to use their bows in a collection of dispensers that I want to build, I would. It's that simple. Yeah. If anyone has any suggestions of other games that they think I might enjoy playing, I'm open to suggestions. I am curious to know what types of games other people might suggest. I am familiar with a large variety of games. Therefore, I'm open to suggestions. It's just a matter of figuring out what to try first. I'm thinking the next game I want to try out for my channel is Space Engineers. It's decently difficult because of the fact that all of the code is written using C#. Therefore, if you want to automate anything, you kind of gotta know C#, at least to some degree. You gotta know it somewhat. That was digging extremely quickly. Weird. Other games that include free-to-play would be games such as StarCraft 2. Pretty much anything from the Epic Games Store, I believe, is going to be listed as free-to-play, which is good because I don't really have any money to play the game otherwise. Okay. This is slowly turning into a proper chamber for just storing all of the mobs. I wouldn't call it a kill chamber just yet because, well, I haven't set up anything to actually kill anything. At least not yet. Currently working on the roof of the build, which is arguably one of the most important parts of the build. One of. Mostly, I'm just making sure that I don't accidentally dig into the ceiling of this thing, because the last thing I want is to dig into the ceiling of something that leads into a kill chamber. Because if I'm standing on the block that I'm digging into, then that's just going to drop me straight into a kill chamber eventually, basically. Which is not very healthy. Therefore, I want to make sure that this thing is properly marked. Which is something I did not do previously. Which is why I am correcting that situation right now. Go. sorted and situated. Okay, gather up all of this material because we don't want a bunch of items lying on the ground. Now we craft a stack of stone bricks because we don't want to have an incident. For some reason, we managed to craft more than one stack of stone bricks. Not entirely sure how, but we managed. Okay. Now, I mentioned possibly looking into some new games for my channel. I mentioned that I did look into Apex Legends. Almost called it Fortnite again. I did mention that I looked into Apex Legends. Again, Apex Legends is decent. But Apex Legends is not really my kind of game. I'm not the type that really enjoys games similar to Apex Legends. You know, the community seems to be nice enough, but it's just not my type of game series. That being said, despite me saying that they're nice enough, I have noticed that the community for Apex Legends has a tendency to prefer to lie rather than just tell you the truth. There's a difference between trash talking and just telling someone that you know, they aren't playing very well. You know, the players have a tendency to say things along the lines of, "Oh well, my dog's acting up," and then they'll just leave you, instead of actually telling you the truth and telling you, "Oh well, I'm going to go party with my friend. He doesn't want to play with you." And it's like, okay, well, you can just tell me that you want to play with your friend, that you don't want to play with me. You don't have to lie, okay? Because on top of that, they said they'd be right back, and they weren't. They just plain old weren't. Okay, they weren't coming back. That simple. And that is a bad thing to represent yourself as, especially when you're being live streamed on YouTube and are aware of that fact. You know, they knew I was live streaming. I told them I was live streaming. And yet, they still chose to lie, which is not a good thing. I don't like that, because, you know, that wastes my time, it wastes their time, it wastes everyone's time, because, you know, if I don't queue up for matchmaking because I'm waiting on them to return, then they're going to end up waiting longer for matchmaking because they don't have enough people. And therefore, it's more important to tell the truth. Oh my, that is a lot of things that need updating all at once. There must have been a small backlog, I suppose, in the Google section of things. That's fine. That happens every now and then. As long as everyone gets their updates published, everything should be just fine. I shall need to update those apps after I am done recording. For now, it should not get in the way of anything, because I'm not really exposing myself online while playing Minecraft. Therefore, any sort of security vulnerabilities that may exist will not affect me before I have a chance to update. Because I'm going to have a chance to update long before I go online with this. I might even update before I even upload the videos. Okay. Got the ceiling all done. Now that that's complete, I can very easily make another 2 stacks of stone bricks. Something's doing something in the background, but I'm not all that worried about it. It's not going to update while I am playing. For starters, I am not even plugged into the charger, therefore if it's trying to do a system update, for example, it will require it to be on a phone charger, or at least meet a minimum level of battery level, before it will actually automatically go through with that. The majority of the lag is caused by the autosave that we are experiencing at the same time, as all of these update notifications are appearing before us. As you can see, things kind of go a lot smoother once the autosave is done, because it's not, well, in the middle of an autosave. could do... I could play anything from Skyrim to Fallout 3, but like... I'm not really sure if those are my type of games or not, because I've kind of already beaten those games for the most part. At least to a degree where the main quest line is laughably easy. Specifically, if I were to try the main quest line in a game such as Skyrim, for example, my character is running around with either dragon leather or dragon bone armor. Meanwhile, everyone else is running around with iron. On top of that, my character would have fortified their dragon leather and dragon bone armor. They would additionally have vast quantities of potions and various other potion-made effects available to them, in addition to all of the enchanting that they would have done to further enchant their armor. Basically, my character would be pretty much unkillable by anything short of a magical trap, which could actually be easily avoided, negated, or disarmed. Therefore, games such as Skyrim are kind of easy for me, and people like me, where we just kind of go in, beat the game, and then do whatever we want. We're very good at open world type games because we just play them a lot. That's kind of why I wanted to get into Final Fantasy XI, but I don't have the money for the monthly subscription fee in order to activate my character. Additionally, I do need to look up what the username for my old account was. I messaged my friend, who should have a backup copy of the notes of what the account was named somewhere. They have to look it up, but I messaged them already. They said they'd look into it, asked me how I was doing, the whole 9 yards, the usual stuff, Friends being friends, checking up on you and stuff like that. But as far as everything goes, I basically just need to go around and collect the various aspects of the login credentials. Once I've collected my login credentials for my game there, for Final Fantasy XI, I just need the money. That's really going to be the only thing stopping me from playing Final Fantasy XI on my channel is the money. It costs about $12 a month to start, and then on top of that, I kind of would need to progress a little bit in the realm of just getting reacquainted with the game. But outside of that, there's really nothing left to do that would stop me from playing Final Fantasy XI on my channel. That's just money, see. Okay, so then that goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there. Which means this actually comes across